Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the Course Creator Community Podcast. I'm your host, Jono, and I'm super excited because I'm about to interview a very special guest all the way from the UK, where it's like 9 p.m. at night and only a few hours until they go back into lockdown. So she's spending it with us. So we're super excited. A little bit about this person. She's a Facebook strategist. She's a social media trainer, and she's a new business mentor. Now, if you're listening to this, watching to this, you probably fit into all three of those categories. So pretty good chance she can help you out. And her specialty is helping you grow your business on Facebook. So without further ado, let me introduce the one and only Miss Sara Saleh. Sara, how are you?
I'm okay. Hello. Hi, Jono. Thanks for having me on.
No, thank you for coming on. Sara, I like to start all my podcasts off with a quote or mantra that inspires you or fires you up. Have you got one for us?
Yes, I do. And it's done is better than perfect.
Oh, my favorite. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, so obviously, especially you guys are course creators. I'm a course creator myself. Done is better than perfect it's very, very easy to get the branding. We want to spend money, we want to do this, and we haven't got any sales, and we get kind of caught in this trap of we have to have everything look perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to get out there. You just need, because you're not going to get it right first time. Nobody does. So just keep going, keep creating, and as you go along on your business journey, you're going to learn, you're going to change, you're going to adapt. And yeah, you can do all of this stuff for yourself. So that's just what I always say to everybody. Do not get hung up on it. Just get out there. Done is better than perfect.
Love that. I'll piggyback off that. So that's probably my favorite quote as well. And I even take it a bit further. When I first heard that quote, or when a lot of people hear that quote, they sort of take it to mean, done is okay. Perfect is better, but done is okay. I go, done is better than perfect. Because let's say you want something to be perfect. Great. You're going to launch it in 5 years' time, right? Whereas if you launched it now, you could have helped so many more people in those 5 years. You could have grown as a person. You could have become better at teaching. So you're actually doing a disservice to yourself and to your community by waiting for it to be perfect. It's not done is okay. Perfect is better. Done is better than perfect. So I love that. And thank you for bringing it up. Sara, now your specialty revolves around Facebook, and especially the personal Facebook profile. Now, I'm just going to hand it over to you because there's so many different directions we can go. You're more knowledgeable about this topic than me. You know where most people struggle. You know the tips to do. So I'm just going to hand it over to you and start where you want to start and tell us what we need to do to make some sales.
I'm going to go straight into it now. So obviously Facebook is one of the biggest social media platform in the world. I think it's got quite a lot of negative connotations with a lot of people. And I think that can also affect your progress on Facebook as well. So Facebook is an amazing asset. Like, it is a business asset. It is one of the most amazing tools that you can use for your business. Once you know how to use it right, I think I put a quote on my own Facebook this morning was, Facebook just wants to be loved. You need to nurture it. You put your time into it. You invest your time wisely. You put your time into Facebook, and it gives you back that love tenfold. It's like nurturing a plant or a child. You keep watering it, and it will harvest you. So a lot of people don't kind of understand how to use Facebook, or they've come up from a professional. They've come up from LinkedIn, or they've used Instagram a lot, and Facebook has just been for like sharing their photos of their kids or their pictures with their aunties and things like that. So that can be a bit of a transition period for people as well. So the three main things you have to think about Facebook is you have your Facebook page, right? So your page is there. You need your page. Under Facebook terms, you're not really allowed to officially sell on your profile. So you need like a shop window. So for example, in the UK, here we have like a high street, right? Do you have that, guys, over there where you have your town, your high streets where all the shops are? Yeah. Like here, for example, in London, we have big, massive department stores, Harrods, Selfridges. They spend thousands on their shop windows. They have competitions. They have Christmas, Easter, summer, and they're sponsored by, big, massive names. And that's their shop window. But we don't have the advantage of people walking past our shop window. We don't always have the advantage of having a £100,000 marketing budget. But what we do is we have the opportunity to have a Facebook page as one of our shop windows, as one of our presences, and we can convert from there, but the organic reach is small. But you need to kind of have it. It's like a necessary at the start. A lot of people don't really know what to do with it, or they get frustrated because they think, oh, I'm just posting and I'm nobody's seeing anything. But as your business kind of front, it's good to just grow it and grow it slowly. Also, a lot of people, Facebook wants people to foster community. It really wants people to be an active. You want you to be an active, genuine contributor to that community. And a lot of people now, which I'm finding is amazing as well. I've done this last year, is groups. Groups are where it's at. And I think moving forward, the way the world is going with the C-19, and obviously, like I said, for example, now we're going back into shutdown here in the UK. I think Facebook groups are going to be used more and more. And even this year, I mean, if you remember, obviously you guys into fitness, do you remember in March, everybody went crazy online. Everyone went online. Everyone started groups. Everyone started doing their fitness online. So where, there's loads of personal trainers. There was so many different people that were in service-based business face to face. Everybody started going into groups. And people were in cooking groups, travel groups, and they were sharing. And it was that community, because we were missing that connection. And that's why I think moving forward, if you haven't got a group, get a group, because that is like the inside of your shop where you can nurture your customer. So you have that kind of availability, so you can speak to them, they can get to know you, you can sell in your group. You can sell in your group every day if you want to. So yeah, that's kind of groups in Facebook. And then you've got your profile. Again, like I touched on earlier, a lot of us use it for sharing pictures of our food and our kids on holiday and our dogs and what we're doing in the day and things like that. And I think people are quite also protective over their Facebook, because it's quite a personal thing. But to be honest, if you want to get on in business and you want to use Facebook and you haven't got a big marketing budget, you kind of do have to step outside your comfort zone there. And I just have to kind of be a bit real about that, because some people say, I want to set up a second profile and all that sort of thing. You can hide your photos. You don't have to post on your Facebook profile every day if you don't want to. You can put them into, you can have public posts, you can have to show this person, but this person. There's so many different things and different ways you can share. But before you kind of think about that, is looking at your actual personal profile as a funnel and as basically a lead magnet, and to attract clients. Because the way people use Facebook, we don't stalk our Facebook pages. We're all in groups. You see someone post something, you're probably going to see, like I've seen you guys, I've probably come in, I've seen who's this guy Jono? Let me have a look at his phone. Oh, I've got a couple of friends in common. Oh, he's into fitness, he does this. And how do I know that? Because I haven't spoken to you. I haven't even gone on your page. I've gone on your profile. So everyone stalks, and Facebook know that. Facebook know this. They know that's what we do. So it's really imperative, like it's really good for you, and you're missing a massive opportunity. I don't know if you guys know about call to action, what a call to action is. It's basically when you're telling your customer and asking them to make an action to go somewhere else. So you've got maybe 10 on your profile before they've even hit your timeline, that you've got 10 opportunities for your ideal client that comes and stalks you, that wants to know about your world, that wants to see if they want to be part of your world, if they want to be, want your service or product. You've got it there. And if you come on and you've got a picture of a flower and you've got nothing there, you're missing that opportunity, and they're going to go on to someone else that is more visible, that has stepped outside that comfort zone. And I think another thing, a lot of people think that they're going to annoy people. Oh, I can't sell, and I'm going to annoy my auntie, or I'm going to annoy my friend down the road. They're going to think I'm a bit weird. But like I said, you need to just step outside that comfort zone, because that's who you are. You are your business. When you're what they call, there's a marketing term, a micro brand. When you step out, you're like an influencer, right? You're a social influencer. As soon as you put yourself online, as soon as you put yourself out to put courses, and you say, this is me, I'm an authority, you're an influencer. So you need to kind of build that around that. And you don't have to, like I said, some people don't want to really use their Facebook profile like that, but just do your main page and bio. And yeah, it will really help your business. Like, it's just, it changed things for me. I mean, I built a travel brand on Facebook alone with no ads last year. We were having 6-figure, 7-figure revenues until COVID hit. We were, you know, we've got celebrity clients, we've got all sorts of stuff. This is just from Facebook. And if I wouldn't have, you know, stepped outside my comfort zone and put myself out there, nobody would have seen me. So I can show you a few bits if you want me to go through. Shall I go?
Yes, please
So
do.
I'm just gonna, if there's any questions, or should I stop? Because
Go. Okay,
there?
while you're setting that up there, I'll check the Facebook group for any questions. If you're listening on the podcast, Sarah is about to share her screen, so you know, listen in. Most of it should make sense as you're listening. If for whatever reason, yeah, so if for whatever reason, you know, you don't quite follow on, you can join the Facebook group and check it out from there. But yeah, you're good, Sarah. If you want to share,
I'll talk through it anyway.
Awesome. Yep. Cool. And if you're watching this live, if you've got any questions around Facebook, your personal profile, comment below and Sarah will get to them.
Right. So I'm going to go to my profile. So the first thing you see when you hit someone's profile, I think there's 96% of users use their mobile. I think it's even 97 now that will definitely use their mobile as well as their laptop. And there's a really small percent that actually use a desktop laptop for Facebook. Everybody uses an app. There are people in, I think it's how many billions of users that are using their Facebook. So when you first come on, so you've gone onto a group, you've gone, oh, look, there's Sarah, what's she doing? Who's she? Who's this woman that's talking about Facebook? Yeah, let's have a look at her. So she's going to first thing, boom, you see it's my Facebook profile. You see my photo. Now this photo, I use this photo everywhere. I use the same photo on anything that I use for Facebook, anywhere I look, because it creates a connection and it's familiar. So people start recognizing. So when they see me posting on LinkedIn or anywhere else, but especially for Facebook, it's always on there. So you've got a photo, somebody, boom, already sees my face. That's the connection. I mean, and there's probably a lot of you course creators on here that have done like NLP and all that sort of stuff as well, and coaches, and you'll kind of understand the psychology around creating that connection. When we meet somebody in person, it's there automatically. When it's online, it takes a little bit more time for us to kind of have that. And people that want to connect with you, they're going to want to buy from you because, you know, the old saying, people buy from people. So try and have a identifiable kind of Facebook photo there. Like I said, I use the same one or a very similar one across all my social media because it, like I said, people get familiar. So that's the first point. The second point we've got here is a cover photo. So on my cover photo, I made this for free in Canva. I haven't even got Canva Pro. I don't, just because a lot of my clients are new starting. So I just want to obviously prove the point that you can do this on there. I've got on here who I am, what I do. On what you can do here is you can make this into a clickable link. So you can press your top 3, edit caption, and you can put a link in there. That link can go to your Facebook group, to your website, wherever you want to go. You can even put, I think you've got that on there, Jono. A lot of people put, hang on a sec. Why is this not doing this? There you go. They put click here to the bottom left.
Yep.
And it comes up there. So again, that is opportunities to have who you are, what you do, you know, straight away. It's got impact. It's got bright colors. It shows you. You can change it as much as you want. Like I said, you can probably see mine. I change it a lot. I've got different ones here for where I see that was a course that I did. There's different ones on here. So I'll just change it just to show people what they want to see. And then the next bit I'm going to go into is the name. You need to have your own name on there. It needs to be your name. It needs to be a name that's probably on your ID, because if a Facebook algorithm or somebody reports you, it does happen. They will ask you Facebook can ask you to prove your name. If you can't, you can get your Facebook shut down. You could lose your audience, you could lose your groups, you could lose everything. So don't have a false name, have a name which is yours there, a real name. Some people have like that opportunity. So if you're in network marketing or you're a course creator, whatever, some people have like Sara makeup, Saleh and stuff like that, that can get picked up. And you can you are running the risk. It is a risk there. A lot of people don't really, they ignore it, but the risk is there. And I've known people that it's happened to.
I'll piggyback.
So
I got banned for that. I had my
there you go.
nickname in there, Jono JZ Petrahilos.
Yeah,
You know, when I was
yeah.
in college, that was my nickname. And then I went on Facebook one day and I couldn't log in. And they're like, "Hey,
There
you
you
need
go.
to, verify your name with your passport." And I'm like, "My
Oh
passport
no.
doesn't have JZ on there," and
Yeah.
it was gone. I had to start again from zero.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
what I mean.
I'll
Yeah, that
yeah.
happens.
So I'm one
So
of
there
those.
you go.
So yeah, it's true.
You're one of those that happened to. It is true. People are like, they think it's a myth. They're like, oh, whatever, or they don't really take it seriously. But like I say, when you're starting to use your Facebook profile more for business, it's just getting into that mindset of it being a professional kind of, it being another shop window for you. So yeah, and then you've got your bio. So your bio, again, it's another call to action. You can now have clickable links in your bios. So I've got my Facebook group. I've just literally got what I do. I can help you grow your business using Facebook. You can have your elevator pitch. A lot of people use, if you've got an elevator pitch, put it there. You can put your qualifications. You can put join my course, join my group, whatever you want people to do. You need to tell them what you want them to see and where you want them to go. People are not going to know what to do unless you put something there. So I wouldn't leave it blank. I wouldn't put, like I said, some people who are in network marketing, stuff like that, they sometimes put, oh, I'm a mom, I like travel, this, that, and the other. But if you're trying to promote a service, you can change it as much as you like as well. Or you're trying to get leads, or you're trying to get, so some people put they put like their booking link. So like, book your free call here. Again, people will click that when you're asleep and they'll book a call with you. It's happened to me before. I have people join my group from my Facebook profile. So yeah, it's definitely something to do. You can change this here in edit profile settings. So you go to edit profile and it's all here. You can change everything here. Details, I've got works at Sara Saleh Consulting. You can put whatever you want. If you've got a Facebook page, you just need to go and search it and it will come up. Again, that's another link that will take somebody, they can click on it and it will take them to my Facebook page. On my Facebook page, again, I've got visit group and it goes and funnels them back to the group. So it's just another way of people seeing you and seeing what you're doing. I've got a few of my hobbies there. Next bit is featured. So some people use the whole grid. Some people use 2 or 3. Again, this is another opportunity for a call to action for you, another opportunity to showcase your products. If you have one photo, for example, so let me just show you, it comes up really striking. So when people are on your profile now, they'll go, oh, what's this? Oh, she works here. Here's all her links. So she's put her links in. Again, you can put your links to your, I've got Instagram, I've got LinkedIn, I've got a social media planner, and I've got my website. And then go, boom. So this doesn't look that good at the moment, I know, but this, if you click on this, it takes you, you go view featured, takes you to my group. Yeah, so it takes you straight to the group. You can do this, you click on it and you just scroll down, keep scrolling up, and it will go through all your photo albums. And you just, a lot of people don't realize that this opportunity is here, and you just click on it and it takes you to your group. You can put your page on there. You can put a graphic to say, click link here. Again, like what you've done with your cover photo, you can do it here. I find using one big one has a really big impact if you have bright white, like black on white, white on black, all different colors, or your branding colors. Just tell someone here, join my group, buy my course, here's my offer. Again, it's something there, because you think this has probably only been about 5 seconds that someone's done this. They've gone, oh, that's that. Oh, great. Yeah, she got Facebook. Oh, I'm actually quite interested in her. Let's scroll down. Oh, look, there's her group again. Oh, I can click that. That's really easy. Let's view it. That's really easy. Then it will take them to the group and they can join it. Again, it's just something else you can do there. Story highlights. I noticed on the group when I've actually stalked loads of your profiles. The story highlights, which is underneath. So as you're scrolling down, a lot of people miss this story highlights. So story highlights work in the same way as Instagram highlights. So when you add to your story on Facebook, you can go to the bottom. So let's have a look at my stories. So you see it says new highlight there. You can go
Yes.
add to highlight. So you go new highlight. So I can have new highlight. I can change the cover. Again, you can make cover photos like you use on Instagram, and then you can add it to there, or you can add it to a existing highlight. And again, I've got testimonials, awards, services. I've got quotes on here. And again, this is another list, another opportunity to people to see. So they've seen where they can get to my group. They've come down, so they can go, oh, I can see in her services. I can see what she's got in her. She's got awards that she's won this year. So then it goes through there. That's what I won. I'm very proud of that one, actually. That's what I won, top 50 travel agents in the country.
Well
with
done.
prestigious award. Yeah, I got shortlisted down to the top 5. So there's like 5 agents for customer service champion. So yeah, so that was an award there. And then there's like all my testimonials. So every time somebody gives me a testimonial, even if they comment, oh, your group's great, I screenshot it and I put it in my stories, and it's on there in the testimonials. So there's all these opportunities to have this on your Facebook page. And you don't have to change, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to sell, you're not selling anything on here. So you're not selling anything on there. You're just taking people to your page. I haven't mentioned anything about prices. I haven't mentioned anything else. I've just said, this is my world. This is exactly what I do. This is what it says on the tin. There's no ambiguity. There's nothing like, oh, take me here. There's quotes. There's, oh, I like travel. I'm a mum to 3 and all that sort of thing. It just tells you. And the more direct you are, the better chance you are of connecting with somebody. And also there can be a lot of noise online, and for your ideal customer to see you, to be like, hello, I'm here, hi, like here, and they will see you. They won't be able to see you, and they're not going to be honest with you. They might not go on your page. They might come in your group, but they might not come on your page. There's just one more little thing I want to show you, and hang on a sec. This is really cool new feature. So let's go on to your group. It's quite a cool new feature that not a lot of people are using. So what's the group called? Course Creators, right?
Yes, Course Creator Community.
Course
there we go.
This
Second one there.
This one?
Yes.
No. Course Creator Community.
Yeah, that one. That was it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So this is a new feature that they've put out recently. So you click on members, you click on yours. This is your group profile. You can change this. So look, I've already changed this on your group. Can you see I've put that? I can help you harness the power of organic marketing on your online business. So for you guys listening on a podcast, where it says at the front of the group, you've got it's kind of pictures and it shows you the members. Click on that bit underneath the group title. And then at the top, the first one, it will show you your name. You click on that. This is now your group profile. You can change your cover. You can edit your profile. And actually, people can stalk you from here before they've even gone on your profile. So they can see your recent activity. They can see what you've done. But again, you've got another opportunity. And I've gone free Facebook training for your group or team. I can help you harness the power of organic marketing on Facebook on your online business. And I can edit that profile. I can edit that cover. You can have this, and you can tailor this to each group. It might take you a bit of time. You might forget you've done this, but this is a new feature that's coming, and not a lot of people are using this. So again, when someone's stalking you from a group, which they do, they're going to click on this and they're going to see that straight away. You can put links in there. You can do whatever you want. I would try and use a few emojis if you want. But yeah, that's a really good new feature that's come out for Facebook groups recently. So I thought I'd just share that with you guys before I go off.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
Okay.
I know. So yeah, you've got that now. So you're going to have to go to all your groups now. So each time you go to a new group, just try and remember to kind of change your profile a little bit.
I went in right then. I was like, I'm going to do this while Sarah's talking, you know?
Yeah.
But even with that, like, I love that for so many different reasons. Like, number one, for those that especially for me, I'm in 2 different niches, right? I got my fitness stuff and I got my course creator stuff. I can now go and, any sort of course creation groups. All right. Let me, do optimize that for that thing there.
Yeah.
And then, any fitness stuff, let me optimize that. And that's how I mainly check people out. I'm in different groups. Someone likes, someone comments, I hit on their
Mhm.
thing. And sometimes it can get annoying to have to go and click their main profile again. If they had
Yeah.
a little thing there saying what they did, that would be so much easier for me. So I
Yeah.
love that. And even if like, because even though we've pushed the point where, look, you do need to optimize your personal Facebook profile, worst case scenario when you didn't, or you did a bad job of it, if you make your group one pretty good,
Yeah.
they may cut some of the slack if your main one isn't
Yeah,
as good.
definitely. Like I said, you can tailor it to each group. So it's for you, as we've got two audiences, that's great. You can tailor it to what you want. So you can just show people what you want. Facebook know that you stalk. Facebook know that you want to create and you want to meet people. It's all about community. This is why they've put this stuff in. And actually, if Facebook put an update in, or they tell you to do something, use it. Like, use it, because Facebook score us. We've tried to find out how they do it. They won't tell us. But you get scored for being an active user. Everyone kind of knows it. They speak about it. But if you actually look at it, you get scored for being an active user. And this is one of those things that, it could help us. We don't exactly know if it's going to, but I think it will, in the ways of, we are using Facebook tools. We're using Facebook the way it wants us to. So, like, for example, as well, in the morning when you get happy birthday notifications, use it, click on it and use it, because Facebook have told you it's these people's birthdays today. Go, it's telling you, click me, use me, and so you go and use it. That's why. Facebook want you to use hashtags as well. So we don't use many. We don't use them like we use on our Instagram. I use 3 or 4. Again, they brought an update out in July. And then about 3-4 weeks ago, I was like, everybody, Facebook have given an update. And everyone's like, no, I'm a bit, it's change and all that sort of thing. About 3-4 weeks ago, Facebook started sending hashtag notifications out on your notifications. So you might, I don't know if you've noticed this yet, but if you use a hashtag on your Facebook, it will actually start giving you notifications to say, this is what people have posted. Or if you click on a hashtag, it will start, again, it goes into your notifications. So if someone goes, oh, I've got a notification for Follow Friday or whatever it is, or, Facebook coach or whatever, and they've clicked on it, my stuff could come up. It's just another opportunity for you to kind of be seen and be part of that community. So yeah, that's a few of the little things that you could probably look at.
Yes,
just to
love
help
it.
you.
100%. I think if you're watching on Facebook, watch it again, once this is over, and just pause,
Yeah.
implement, pause, implement, pause, implement.
Yes.
Because I'm the perfect example. I'm in all these different I'm in a few different Facebook groups, but the ones I'm in, I'm fairly active. I like, I comment, I stalk,
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I do. I click on that person's profile.
Yeah.
They show me the group thing. If I see enough in there, I might add them as a friend. Usually I have to go and click their main profile, and I look at their banner to start with. If that tells me what they do, then I'm pretty
Yeah.
interested. I scroll down, and if they're savvy, there's always a link to their group or their freebie. I opt into that straight away. Even just those two, banner and that one photo there, I'll be in your group. If you just have those two things there and you do them properly, I'll be in your group. And then all these other little tips on top of that, the highlights, the group bio, some of the links, it'll be awesome. But hey, Sarah, I know we could talk about this all day, but just sensitive of your time. So there's just a few questions I like to finish up with. The first one is around being a course creator podcast. I had a bit of a peek on your profile, so I think I know what platform you use. But give your platform a shout out. What's your course hosting platform of choice?
I'm on Thinkific at the moment. Again, I'm quite a new course creator. I did a one-to-many course with a coach recently, and I'm quite a new course creator. So I actually didn't put it onto a platform first. I used Facebook before I even used a course creation platform. So I delivered it live over Zoom, and I put it on a private Facebook group, just because it's Facebook and I'm a Facebook coach. So yeah, but yeah, that's my platform that I'm using at the moment.
Yes, I love Thinkific, and I also love the free Facebook group as well. If anyone's here and they're like, oh, should I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Exactly.
Use Zoom and a Facebook group. There you go.
Yeah. That's especially when people haven't got a lot of money as well, because obviously, like I said, a lot of my clients haven't got a lot of money. So I like to be, talk the talk kind of thing. And I was like, right, okay,
Mm.
I can do this. I've done it. You can do it too. If you're not ready to take that, that step or go on there and it seems a lot of work, there are ways that you can kind of do a tester and test the waters and then go and put yourself out there.
Yes, agree. Okay, Sarah, my next question is around mentors. You're obviously a mentor for plenty of business owners out
Yeah,
there, plenty of people that want to
yeah,
get better on Facebook. I'm
yeah.
curious to who your mentors are, and if you could answer it in three different ways. A mentor that you've paid money to and done their
Yeah.
program, a mentor that you haven't paid money to, but you follow on social media or whatever it may be, and a book or two that you recommend every course creator should read.
Okay, so mentor I've paid money to is Lisa Johnson. Lisa Johnson last week just had a $2 million launch. Yes, she's amazing. And I did her one-to-many course. So I did her last cohort, which started in April, and she just did this cohort as well. And she's got pods in a group, and I've become a pod leader for this one because I'm going to get free mastermind training from her now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lisa Johnson's absolutely amazing. She's so cool. So she's so down to earth. She's like me. She's so down to earth. She's straight laced. She's, there's no fluffy stuff. There's just you, me, and it's just straight training. So yeah, she's a person that I've paid. To be honest with you, a lot of the mentors now that I haven't paid, I mean, I've got one that I've not paid a lot, but I've used a lot. Actually, do you know who I haven't paid? Fraser Brooks. Now,
Okay.
Fraser Brooks is a network marketer, but he's taught me so much about social media. It's unreal. And when I started my business, instead of using his methods to recruit people, I use them to get leads and to grow my business.
Love it.
So Fraser Brooks is so cool. Again, he's a really good, really, really down-to-earth guy. He's really cool. He's a Liverpool United supporter like me. So yeah, he's really cool. Books, I don't read, I'll be honest with you, I haven't read a lot of books recently. I haven't read a lot of business books because I'm more of a visual person. A book that actually changed me and helped my mindset was actually The Alchemist. And I actually read it again I'll tell you what happened to me. It's a little short story. I don't want to go to the big sort of story about Corona because everyone's been through it, but the coronavirus, I had 10 years in corporate and I took 6 years off to have children. So I started my corporate career when I was quite young. I was like 20. I started in telecoms. By the end of it, I was working in a consultancy in London, in management consultancy. This is where my consultancy sort of background comes from now. But I was working in telecoms, I was working on government contracts. I actually decided I couldn't just go back to it after children. And then I started up a travel agency. I was working for my brother-in-law. We were booming. And then obviously COVID hit. Yeah. When you've got a lot of corporate travel, no one's traveling.
Yeah, that's the one
you
industry.
Had to like literally you have to refund everything. So I was like, what do I do? I got really badly ill. I got Bell's palsy and I got a stomach ulcer at the same time. So Bell's palsy is where you lose one half of your face is paralyzed. And I couldn't talk. Even now I've got, my eyes are not right, and then I was like, what am I going to do? And I reread The Alchemist and it just was like, you know what? Just get off your backside and just, you know what? Don't stop. Just everyone, the words pivot, that's like the buzzword of 2020, isn't it, in the business world? But I did, and I kind of changed. I just changed myself, and yeah, everything's going really well. So I would necessarily, when you want to look into business and stuff like that, that was a really, really good book for me personally to help me in my business, strangely enough. So yeah.
Yes, no, I'm a huge fan of that book myself. Awesome. Well, hey, Sarah, I'm sure there's a heap of people watching this, listening this, and they're like, okay, this woman is cool. She knows her thing about social media and Facebook. Where do we go? Do we add you as a friend? Do we go through your funnel? Do we go in your group? What's the best for you?
Add me as a friend. I've got a website. I've got some free downloads on there as well with like content. I've got a free 48 post ideas. So you've got 48 ideas. You've got 48 days worth of posts. as well. I've got a group, so it supports sisters in business. It's mainly aimed at females, but you can come on there, come and check me out. If you're a male, come and check me out on my profile as well. And like I said, I've got the website, but yeah, come and just search me, Sarah Amira Saleh. Again, hopefully, if it's all working, you should be able to get to my groups and stuff straight from my profile anyway. But yeah, more than welcome to come and send me a friend request, send me a message, just let me know and say hi. If you got any questions or anything.
Awesome. All right. Well, hey, Sarah, that's pretty much all I wanted to get through for today. Is there anything I should have asked you but didn't, or is there anything you want to finish us off with?
No, it's cool. It's brilliant. No, so I think I'm just more conscious if anyone else has got any questions for me. But yeah, that's cool. If you've got any questions, let me know.